This week marks the 15-year anniversary of the miracle on the Hudson. Millions watched as rescue efforts of the downed plane played out on live TV. U.S. Airways Flight 1549 took off from New York's LaGuardia Airport bound for Charlotte, hit a flock of birds, lost power, and landed in the Hudson River. The against all odds survival story eventually landed in movie theaters.
But was the portrayal actually accurate? Chief Transportation Correspondent and pilot Mayke Beeler speaks with an expert who shines a light on the investigation into the miracle on the Hudson.
They certainly played up the hero and the villain twist on it because it's what sells. It's what people want to see. It makes it interesting cinema.
The motion picture Sully, directed by Clint Eastwood and starring Tom Hanks, is based on Captain C.B. Sully Sullenberger's autobiography. The motion picture fetched rave reviews for the heroic acts of the flight crew, but it also drew outrage by some moviegoers who were upset and concerned with the way the National Transportation Safety Board appeared to go after Captain Sully. In the true story turned cinema, the agency was portrayed as hypercritical of the captain's decision to land in the river. Never mind, it was hailed as the most successful ditching in aviation history with no loss of life. Investigators seemed unduly nitpicking. Was this the way the investigation played out in real life, or was it Eastwood's movie magic?
He's a fantastic movie director. He knows how to tell a story. But, you know, it is a Hollywood movie. And the reality of the event and what would sell to an audience that's watching a film are two separate things.
Veteran airline pilot and safety expert Captain Larry Rooney was selected to serve on the NTSB investigation team.
We were trying to find out everything and anything that could have been related to the accident. I think that is part of what the NTSB does.
In real life, Captain Rooney flew the accident scenario in the flight simulator to determine if other options may have worked, like landing at the nearest airport. He says when all was said and done, investigators concluded the crew made the logical best choice by ditching in the river. Rooney says since the investigation process is boring by design, sensationalizing it in the movie jazzed it up. Moviegoers can rest assured the investigation was not an outright attack on Sully's pilot decision-making.
If you think about what they were up against, not only did they have an airplane, you know, over the most populated urban area in the United States, incapable of sustained powered flight, landed in water that was in the temperature was in the 40s, where hypothermia was measured in minutes.
Investigators agreed on that day you could not have had a more experienced, more capable crew.
Truly a miracle, not so much the landing, but everything else that went with it. I mean, you would have thought that somebody would have drowned, hypothermia, died of hypothermia. I mean, there was a woman in a wheelchair on the flight. There was a child being held in her mother's lap. I mean, it's a human interest story beyond an accident story.
Do you believe in fate?
I do believe in fate, but I also probably more believe in exhaustive training. And I think as pilots, we are all about preparing for the worst and hoping that, you know, we never run into that.
Mayke Beeler, Queen City News.